this is mostly going to be an explain as you go kind of a raid. Let's go ahead and get stepped in. And before we get started, we are going to do this on Elite. This is a very old raid, so we won't have any problems getting it done on Elite. This came out when the level cap had just increased to 25. And, you know, we've got level 34s in here, and we're going to blow through this no problem. And this way everybody gets to get maximum favor for it. So don't be you know, timid about the fact that it's Epic Elite. Trust me, we're going to be just fine. I would never take a teaching raid into Epic Elite if I thought it was going to be a problem. Usually when we do, like, newer endgame raids, we just do them on normal. But this is, like I said, this is a 12-year-old raid, 13-year-old raid. At any point, okay, first of all, this isn't like this is not like the typical starting point of a raid. This is actually, we're kind of plopped down in the middle of the demon web, and we're actually going to be coming right back through right here. And to help you get your bearings, I will call it out when we come back through here. So we're going to be going forward and heading to the first loft fight, and then we're going to come right back in this exact same spot that we entered from. At any point, if you fall off the demon web, it will kill you, and your soul stone will be teleported to where the first loth fight is. So if you fall and die before we get to the loth fight, then you know, you'll have to wait till we get to you to be able to raise you. If you fall off at any point after that fight, then it'll take you back to that where that fight took place, and you'll have to run to catch up to us. Once we do an optional, there will be a portal that'll catch you up to that optional. Later on there's a second optional, and if you fall and die, then there'll be a second portal. It'll take you to that second optional, so you can use portals to catch up most of the way to us later on in the raid. This is a, you know, it's a, you know, vertically tiered map. So if you do fall, in some cases there might be like a platform nearby that you can, like, you know, feather fall and wing over to. So, you know, I guess look for that if you fall, if you can. Sometimes you can save yourself. But if you die, don't worry. When you teleport and your soulstone appears on the first loth fight platform, there is a resurrection shrine right there after the first loth fight. So you can just raise yourself and then make your way back to us. And we will actually demonstrate that. We'll be having everybody jump off. After we do the first optional, I'm going to have everybody, and I'll do it with you, we'll jump off so you can see how that works. Basically, everything in this raid has to be killed twice because it starts out as a living mob, and then it returns. A lot of them, I shouldn't say everything, but a lot of stuff is like going to return as like a ghost or whatever. Just like in the flagging quest, we're going to encounter some of the priestesses throughout this raid, and priestesses, when you beat them down, if there's any living mobs near them, they will sacrifice them to regenerate, and then they have like the red glowing aura, and they're even tougher. So whenever you see priestesses, you want to try to kill all other living mobs nearby. If there's phantom mobs, she can't sacrifice them because they're already dead. But if there's any living mobs, she will sacrifice them. So generally speaking, try to kill the other mobs before the priestesses. We're going to be fighting a lot of drow. There's going to be some beveliths. There's going to be some other demons, especially in the end fight. There will be a break before the end fight, so we'll have lots of time to explain that separately. And I guess that's all I can think of right now. Let's get some last second buffs, and then we'll just kind of explain it as we go. Okay, let's go straight ahead. Remember, try not to fall off. We're going to fight a priestess, a bevelith, and I think there's like a caster or something up here. Just kill the caster guy and the bevelith first, and then the priestess. And High Lords, if you want, you can just sort of kick back. I want, you know, the new folks to do it, so they can see that, you know, they're the ones doing the work that we're not doing for them. These mobs, you know, this is really old. Now, as a little bit of a shortcut, we can just feather fall down to the east. You'll see there's a web strand right off the edge where I am. So just feather fall down to the east and make sure that you land on... The feather fall is an environmental effect in here, by the way. So even if you don't have it on your gear set, you have it in this raid. See that? The mistress sacrificed the other mob to regenerate. But, you know, by today's standards, even when they have their glowing red aura, they're not that tough. You know, back in the day, they were, you know, a lot tougher to beat down, but this raid is ancient by today's standards. And by the way, the folks watching on... go ahead and kill everything here. By the folks watching on Twitch, if you have any questions, please ask. My attention is going to be mainly focused on the people that are here in person, that are here to learn. But you know, I'm going to be answering questions in Twitch chat when I can. And I'd love to hear from folks in Twitch chat. Like, are you new to and still learning this raid? Have you ever done it before? Okay, this is where we pick up Anna. I'm going to go ahead and grab her. And she's going to start drawing the power off of this orb. Loth will appear. She'll be invulnerable until Anna finishes drawing all the power off the orb, and then Loth's shield will come down. Loth will shoot laser beam eyes, where she's just going to zap away all your spell points. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I don't want anybody chugging pots. You know, I mean, if you want to drink pots, you can, but you don't need to. I don't want you to feel like you have to. Okay, if she zaps all your spell points away, it's okay. She also will spam a curse that makes it so you can't be healed. So it's very important to have remove curse pots or some way to remove a curse. So make sure you stay on top of your curses. And before we, you know, get Anna up here, you can actually hide. You can see where people are hiding behind this shelf. Loth won't be able to hit you with her laser beam eyes. This is a great place to hide until Loth becomes vulnerable. So Anna's health will determine how many chests we get at the end. So it's really important that Anna isn't getting too beat up. She can be buffed. You can give her elemental resistances and protections and stuff like that. Any buff you want. So if you have any buffs for Anna, once we activate her, you know, give it to her. That'd be great. And there's a dialogue option when you talk to Anna, like to, you know, tell her not to fight. You're going to want to select that. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, somebody has to lead her. Anna will follow whoever talks to her. If you accidentally talk to Anna at any point in the raid and she starts following you, please just call it out and I'll get her back from you. Also, there seems to be a bug right now where her pathing is really screwed up, and she's always been a giant pain in the butt to get her to follow you. She gets caught up on little nooks and corners and stuff, and she'll just stand there. But we did this on Monday night, and I heard from other people, it's really, really bad now. So we're going to have to be patient because Anna is the trigger for mobs spawning. So don't get ahead of the person with Anna. And since she's not doing a good job of following right now, we kind of have to wait for her to catch up to us so that the mob spawns so that we can beat them down. So I'm going to click Help Anna Up. And then I'm also going to click for her to not help us fight. And she moves around a lot. She can be really hard to click on because she's just really erratic, which is one of the frustrating things about dealing with Anna, is that she's so erratic. Remember to stay on top of your curses. Go ahead and kill any trash. Anna is going to take a minute to draw the power off the orb. There she goes. Once she draws all the power off the orb, Loth's shield will come down. She'll become vulnerable. If you are a melee, you just want to step to the edge of the platform. It's like you're attacking her belly button. Do not fall off the edge. It's really easy to fall off the edge when you're new to this. But so you don't want to be too close so you fall off, but you need to make sure that you're close enough to get damage numbers. It's also very easy to, you know, not realize that you're not close enough and you're swinging your weapon at Loth and you're not actually hitting her. So make sure you're getting damage numbers once, you know, and that you are truly in melee range once her shield comes down. Okay, Loth is vulnerable, so go ahead and attack her. Make sure you're getting damage numbers if you're in melee range. You're basically
this
just
is a spot where you can actually be standing too close to the Loth. You may have to back up further than what seems reasonable, but if you watch your combat tab, you can see if you're making contact with her or not.
Thank you. That's why I bring my guildie. See, I don't know melee stuff. I don't play melees. If you're new to me and my content, I play casters, I play healers, I play tanks. And the tanks that I play are like weird.
Also, be careful. It's fallen off, getting so laser focused on trying to get damage numbers. I forgot to pay attention to where I was standing. That's a danger.
I play weird hybrid caster tanks. I don't play melees or range, so there's a lot of like a lot of stuff about melees that I don't know. And that's one of the reasons why I have my guildies here. to help out, so they can you know, mention these things, or you know, if I misspeak or something, or if I leave something out. Salahadin, good morning and welcome. Okay, now we're gonna fight Loth's legs, and if you're standing where a leg comes up, it's gonna send you flying. And remember, if you go off, you're gonna die. So if it sends you flying off of the platform, you're gonna die. But your soul stone will appear right here on this platform, so we'll be able to raise you. Once we kill a leg, it'll turn into a Bebelith soul. Okay, so it's gonna be Loth, or it's gonna be a leg, then the soul, then a leg, then a soul, then a leg, then a soul. There's 8 legs, but actually, if more than 8 legs will appear, we don't need to kill more than that. Back in the day, it used to be a thing where we want to kill 1 leg, then 1 Bebelith, 1 leg, 1 Bebelith, because we didn't want to get overwhelmed. But by today's standards, you know, we have so much DPS compared to what this raid was designed for 13 years ago that, you know, just kill as fast as possible. You can see, even though this is Epic Elite, you know, like, barely anybody's even taken any damage. And Water Song just got flung off. You can see her soul.
Except for Water Song.
This is, you can see her soul stone is right here. There looks like there's a death timer.
Once you get thrown, there's nothing you can do but ride the ride.
If you have
Sometimes
knockdown
you can't
immunity,
follow that line.
she won't send you flying as much, I believe. Once we kill all 8 legs, Loth will reappear. And then once Loth is beat down all the way, the hand of Loth will appear, and it'll follow us for a short time through the raid, and periodically, like every, well, actually regularly, the finger of the hand will touch the ground and do a Wail the Banshee. So Death Ward and Death Block are very, very important. I mean, at this point, you should always have Death Block on your gear set, and preferably Death Ward from a source, once you get this high end level. As I said, Anna can be buffed, so if you have any buffs for Anna, feel free to target her and throw anything you got on her. Resistances, protection, etc. So we'd already beat Loth down enough the first time, so her hand is here. See the hand above us? Do we have Water Song Stone? I got it. Okay, let's go. We're gonna head right back out the way we came. This is where you appear, and the portals will be right here as we're walking out on either side. You know, later on, those portals will be activated by completing some optionals. As I said, Anna is really bad about following, so please do not get ahead of me, because Anna's following me, and she is the trigger for mobs to spawn. Anna is indicated on the map by like a red and white symbol, and she's just like standing back there derping.
My waffle of shame is gone. Thank you.
Alright, Anna's finally coming, so we're gonna have to be really patient. She didn't used to be this bad, but you know, mob pathing seems to be really messed up the past several months, and clearly it's affecting Anna as well. Okay, so we're gonna have some trash mobs now that Anna is here. Some spiders. No big whoop. We're going up the web strand. Remember, be careful. If you fall off, you die.
As I demonstrated.
And we will be demonstrating that after we complete the first optional. More spiders. If you get too far ahead of Anna, she will teleport to you. So I kind of want to just go all the way up and just see if she'll just teleport to me. I don't know if it's going to be far enough. There's a collectible here on the right side of this split. And then you just go back around the left side to keep spiraling up. And then at the top of this next web strand is actually where we first entered the raid. So remember earlier I said I would point that out just to help you get your bearings. Right here where I'm standing is where we first entered the raid. I'm jumping up and down. If you get lost, don't panic. Just let us know. We'll get you. And don't, whatever you do, don't rush to try to get up strands and stuff because it's really easy to fall off. Okay, mobs are spawning. Yeah, Anna teleported to us, so that's good that she's still doing that. So I'm just going to keep going, you know, and hopefully she just keeps porting to us, and that way we don't have to wait for her broken pathing. Barb, good morning and welcome. Yeah, Barb pointed out in chat that there are kind of some holes in the paths, so it's really easy to fall through little gaps. So watch where you're going. We got some Drow Master Spies and a Mistress of Agonies. The Mistress is the one that sacks mobs, so if you kill her first, she's just going to sacrifice the living mobs to regenerate. Oh, she didn't. Thanks for pointing that out, Barb. That's a really good point about navigating the demon web. Very, very easy to fall through little gaps. Some places are especially deceptive. We're going to go all the way up this spiral, and at the top is going to be the first optional fight. You do not have to do this fight, but it will get us an extra chest, so right this way through this portal. I just want to wait for everybody to get here. Okay, we're all here. Go ahead and click through the portal and kill everything. This guy will do a reverse gravity. If you look up, you'll see the ceiling has spikes. Back in the day, those were pretty painful on Epic Elite. By today's standards, not a big deal. So go ahead and just attack the Glabrezu and all the trash mobs. No, Narcissus, you can go ahead and just attack everything. So this is our next orb, so we're having Anna draw the energy off of these like power orb things. And you can summon a rest shrine at any time in the raid just by talking to Anna, but you should never do that because it removes her health. And so you know, like I said earlier, the number of chests that we get will be partly determined by how much health she has. So you want to be really reserved about summoning rest shrines. And that's actually one of the ways that people can grief this raid is by spawning a bunch of rest shrines and then Anna has no health and then you lose chests. But there's kind of a little trick that if you spawn a shrine while Anna's drawing the power off the orb, it doesn't take health away. So this is the great time to do a shrine. So I'm going to click, let's see. You can't summon a rest shrine, can you? Costs Anna health. I click that. There's the rest shrine. Wait, where is it? There it is. So go ahead and use the rest shrine if you want to. Please be careful not to click on Anna. If you click on Anna by mistake, just let me know, because if you click on her, she might follow you. If you're new in shrining, don't buff. Don't buff after you've shrined, because we're all going to die in a second. High Lords, just hang out here for a few minutes, please. If you need to step away for a few minutes, it's fine. Or for a minute. We can kill this trash. I want all the sign-ups to just fall off the edge of the web. I'm doing it with you. Just fall off. Because I want you to see what happens. So, during our teaching raids, we don't just teach you what to do. We teach you, you know, what to do when things go wrong or and what not to do. So these are the kinds of things we want you to experience so that you know. So that if this happens to you in a pug, you don't get lost and not know what to do. Go ahead and raise yourself at the Resurrection Shrine here. And then we can go ahead and buff back up. And we are right now back at the first Loth fight. But, you know, it's cleared. Go ahead and buff back up real quick. And notice that there is a portal here. That portal will take us back to the first optional. Once we get to the second optional, there'll be another portal on the left side, and you would want to take the left portal if it was there. But we've only done one optional so far, so just click on the one portal that's here. And that'll take us right back to right outside the optional. High Lords, you can go ahead and come out of that optional. I have to go in to get Anna because she's still there, but everybody else can just wait on the outside. Oh, and by the way, when you summon a Rest Shrine with Anna, it only sticks around for about 3 minutes. So you don't want to wait to use it. You have to use it basically right then and there. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. A couple mistresses on each side, or one on each side. There's some master spies kind of hiding. That's like a hidden lunch they have. Show them everything. Remember, the mistresses can only sacrifice living mobs. She cannot sacrifice the souls. Okay, let's keep going. To the west. More trash mobs. Talio, good morning and welcome. Lots of master spies up ahead, so when we kill this stuff, just keep moving and keep killing. Ativad, good morning and welcome. Did your necklace get there yet? I figured it might get to you pretty quickly since you live really close to me. S. Green, good morning and welcome. Or afternoon if you prefer. Okay, I hope it gets there today. Let me know when you get it. I hope you like it. I included some Voodoo Spice stickers and a Jackass Joe's sticker. Okay, this next platform is multi-tiered. Back in the day, it would be really challenging if you were the healer to heal everybody, but no big deal. You can see, you know, we're not taking a lot of damage. Oh, somebody fell. So if you just raise yourself and go through that portal and make your way back to us. If you can't figure it out, just call it out and we'll come get you. Everybody else keep moving forward. There's going to be lots of deriders here on the bottom level. And as we move up, there's going to be mistresses and there's going to be master spies. So remember to try to kill the mistresses last. Try to work your way all the way up, clearing out all the master spies. And then you can come back and do the mistresses. But, you know, we're beating them down so fast that it kind of doesn't even matter. If you just want to kill stuff as we get to it, it's fine. Looks like Anna's getting attacked by one of the mistresses. So back in the day, like with a fight like this, a lot of times what we would do is park Anna back. Like we'd bring her far enough forward to activate the mobs. And then we would take her, the person leading her would take her back and park her so that she would be out of harm's way. But today we're killing mobs so fast that Anna's not really taking that much damage. Anyways, looks like we still got some deriders down below. I see a master spy and a derider down below. That master spy probably fell off from a platform above. Your mom lives 5 minutes away. She sent you a Christmas card, and it was mailed all the way to Louisville, to Kentucky, and then back to you. Is Dragon Digger back with us? He is. Good job finding your way back to us. Okay, let's keep moving. Now, right here, let's hang out on this web strand. I just want to point out we're actually going to be coming back here. So, if you look, let's see, down to the kind of northwest, we're going to actually be going that way. That big multi-tiered platform, there's two different ways to leave from there. So this way is going to be optional, but the way that's like northwest of us is actually towards the end. But we want to do the other optional so we can get max chests. And the other optional will be practically the same as the first one. We're going to go through a portal. There's going to be a bunch of mobs to fight. There's going to be a mini boss. This is another point where way back in the day we would park Anna in the back while we cleared this stuff, but we're killing so fast that it really doesn't matter by today's standards. But if you were ever doing this shorthanded or maybe trying to solo it or something, you might want to do that. This raid can be soloed. The end fight gets a little tricky. We'll explain that when we get there. Right up here is a spot where it's very easy to fall through. So once we kind of make up around this turn, there's like a hole right in the middle of this bit of a spiral here. Very easy to fall down that hole. Many a guildie have died there years ago. Up the next web strand, and the next optional is going to be right up here. Some spiders to deal with before we go through the portal. And then click through the portal, and just like the first portal optional, just kill everything. And then we have another orb for Anna to draw down. We'll be able to get another shrine for free, because remember, if you summon a shrine while she's drawing the power off the orbs, it doesn't cost her health. But it doesn't really look like anybody needs a shrine. Well, maybe. We'll go ahead and pop one anyway since it's free. But I can't emphasize enough, you should never tell Anna to pop a shrine, you know, if you're not leading the raid. Let the leader decide that. Otherwise, you know, other people in the group could get upset with you. I don't even know if this raid gets bugged anymore, honestly. I think she's set to ignore artifact orbs, so I'm going to go ahead and click on her and say, let's go back to finding artifact orbs, and now she will draw it off. Now I'm going to click on her again and say, you can't summon a rest shrine, can you? Costs Anna health, but it doesn't when she's pulling off the energy. And ta-da, here's a rest shrine. Use it if you want to. It's free. And it only lasts for 3 minutes, so you might as well use it if you want to. You can go ahead and give Anna any buffs that you got. We will be at the end fight shortly. When the orb is drawn down, there'll be some like spirit spiders or soul spiders. Sometimes Anna gets, you know, you should kill those, because otherwise sometimes Anna will freak out because there's spiders nearby and she won't follow you because of it. Okay, right back out the portal. Now that we've done this, if you fall off and die and you go back to the first platform where Loth was, there'll be a second portal to the left now. You're going to want to take that left portal to take you right here. Okay, we're going to take a little shortcut and make an immediate left, and we're going to fall down. Watch where I'm going. We're just going to jump down. This way we don't have to run down the platform. And then we're going to take another shortcut. This is the point where I showed you that there was multiple ways to leave the previous platform. Once we get most of the way across, we can just jump down to the left and up this next web strand. And this is going to be a bunch of mobs on these platforms. Once Anna catches up, they will, there she goes. She just ported to me. And so I'm just going to take her up a little bit more, and the mob should spawn. There we go. Kill everything. This is on Epic Elite, and, back in 2012, this was really tough. Level cap had just increased to 25. But, by today's standards, it just doesn't give me a Bebelith here. By today's standards, it just doesn't stack up to where the modern power curve is. The level cap's 34 now, and we got modern gear sets with, sentient weapons and artifacts and all this stuff that we didn't have back then. We are way, way overpowered for this content. Once Anna gets up here, there's going to be a bunch more mobs that spawn. This is going to be the staging platform for the end fight, so once we clear this platform, we're going to talk about how the end fight works. And if you have any questions about any part of this raid up to this point, please let me know, because it's just the end fight left, and there's a lot of mechanics to the end fight. So if you have any questions, please ask. We'll talk about roles here once we start the end fight, but basically just everybody's going to be killing stuff. We've got Bolo Grub is going to be tanking Loth. I'm going to be leading Anna. Okay, so just the end fight next. The end fight will activate once we take Anna up the next web strand. Once she gets about a third of the way up, that'll activate it. At the top of the strand is a very long, narrow, wide platform that goes to the left and to the right. Well, we're gonna have everybody do that, Narcissist. Or just everybody will be beating on Trash and then Loth. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take Anna up the web strand until the stuff spawns, and then I'm gonna bring her back, and I'm gonna just park her in the back by this last strand just to keep her out of the way. And then we're going to beat everything that's coming down the web strand. And then we're going to probably, after we get the first initial wave of trash, we're going to maybe send Bolo Grub to go up there and gather trash and bring it down again. And once we kill those first 2 waves of trash, then we're all going to go up the web strand. The reason why we do that, and it's probably not necessary by today's standards, but traditionally the reason why we did that is because that way we're not having to deal with Loth blasting us with her laser beam eyes if we fight the trash down here. Do not go to the left, do not go to the south when we get up the web strand. There's a group of mobs down there, and there's like an exalted wizard or something. I forget what he's called exactly, but there's like a special exalted summoner guy or something like that. Once he's killed, trash respawns at a faster rate. Everything respawns in this end fight. And this end fight, if not done in an organized fashion, can literally go on forever. And back in the day, you would have groups that just weren't organized or weren't killing stuff fast enough, and this end fight just, I've been in groups where it went on for 45 minutes. But if we do this quickly, we can have it done in 5 minutes. It will go on forever. But, you can see how fast we're blasting through stuff, so we shouldn't have that problem. But nonetheless, don't kill the exalted necromancer or the summoner or whatever he is, and right away. Don't go south. Don't go left. We're gonna make sure Loth is beat down first, and all the other trash is killed. Then we'll go south and kill all that stuff. So once we kill 2 waves of trash, then we'll all go up. We'll take Anna up to Loth to bring Loth's shield down. We had problems with this on Monday night. Anna was being very unresponsive, and it was difficult to get her over to Loth to pull down our shield. Loth will be translucent like she was in the original fight, And then once Anna brings down her shield, she will become corporeal, and you'll be able to attack her. Just like the original Loth fight, make sure you're close enough to get damage numbers, but don't fall off. Loth will be, you know, zapping all your spell points away. Also, when we originally go up, you know, a person or two can go up to the top platform and clear that out as well. There's a platform beyond the next one, and there's like a barrier blocking us from advancing, but it's helpful to get stuff off of that top platform as well. The objective of the raid is to take Anna out of the demon web. And so once we clear out all the trash, except the south stuff, and then, you know, and then once we take down Loth, then we'll take out the south stuff. There's going to be these portal keeper mobs. So some of the mobs will be called portal keepers. They look just like the other mobs, but in their name it'll say, like, you know, portal keeper Bebelith, and, you know, portal keeper Master Spy, and portal keeper Mistress of Agonies, etc. If you kill a portal keeper and there are any other mobs around them, then those mobs will become portal keepers and they become tougher. So you want to kill portal keepers last. If there are less than 2 portal keepers remaining, then portal keepers will keep respawning. If there are any portal keepers in the zone, then the barrier to get Anna out will be there. So we have to kill all portal keepers. And then sort of ideally you'd want to bring it down to 2 and then kill those 2 simultaneously. But we're killing stuff so fast that we shouldn't have to worry about simultaneous kills. As long as we're being generally organized, it shouldn't be an issue at all. Once we get down to that final point where, like, Loth is beat down and we're just cleaning up portal keepers, I'm going to run Anna up to the end barrier. And I'm going to be just running against the barrier so that as soon as the barrier comes down, I get through. Otherwise, you know, if I sit there and, you know, we kill everything and then I try to run her up, you know, you might have another portal keeper that spawns and then the barrier comes back up. Those portal keepers will keep respawning. So it's important to get Anna through as soon as possible. So the person with Anna should be at that barrier waiting for it to come down, literally running against it. So as soon as it comes down, you get her through. Reminder that Loth spams curses that make it so you can't be healed, so very important to stay on top of your curses. There's going to be spell wards once we activate this fight, kind of at the bottom area of this next web strand. Spell wards can be disabled like traps. If you're new to trapping, you don't need to be near a spell ward to disable it if you're have trapping skills. That's one of the things that kind of newer trappers struggle with. You can actually disable a spell ward from really far away. If you're a caster, you can actually get rid of spell wards with Dispel Magic, Greater Dispel Magic, and Mordenkainen's Disjunction. You're neg leveling them with Dispel Magic, so you might have to cast it multiple times. So we're going to activate the fight by taking Loth a third of the way up the strand, or by taking Anna a third of the way up the strand, and then we're going to bring her back and park her. There's going to be a bunch of mobs that spawn. We're going to kill them all. Then Bolo Grub is going to go up and to the right and gather as many trash mobs as he can and bring them back down. We'll kill all of them. Once the first 2 rounds of trash are killed, then we're going to go up and hopefully take Loth's shield down, beat on Loth. Anna's going to draw down the magic from this one orb that's at the top of the strand. Once Loth is dead, clean up all the rest of the trash, kill the stuff in the south, and then just beat down portal keepers until the portal, the barrier is down and we can take Anna out. That is how the end fight works. Any questions before we get it started? Cacao. All right, Bolo, if you would, maybe go up and do your first round. Okay, that's the end fight has started. Beat everything down. See, Anna's just standing there. She should be following me, and she's just standing there. Bolo's going to bring stuff down, so just wait for it. The Garistros can push you...
I just got knocked off.
Oh, no. All right, I'll go up there and pull stuff down. Please stand by. I'm going to park Anna in the back.
A couple of mobs followed me.
See, I'm going to tell her I'm going to tell Anna to stay here, but she keeps running around. So it's really, really hard to talk to her sometimes, because every time you approach her, she like runs away. So the Garistros can actually push you off the demon web, which is what happened, I think. So go ahead, and if you can range this stuff down as it's coming down, that's great. I don't really want to get near the Garistros while they're on the web strands, so just please range them down. Casters in range take down those Garistros. Okay, now I'm going to go up and gather the trash to the right, so everybody else stand by. Incoming. Alright, here it comes. Go ahead and you can start ranging it down as it's coming down.
I'm back.
Let's go back to finding artifact orbs. I just clicked on Anna and clicked let's go back to finding artifact orbs. Spell wards. More trash. Thank you for taking out those spell wards. Okay, let's go up. Remember, don't go left. Do not go to the south. We're going to stay to the right. And a few people can go up to the next platform and kill everything up there. So, Narcissist, if you want to go up to that next platform, you can take all that stuff out. I'm going to try to take Anna over to Loth to bring down Loth's shield. And she did. Excellent. Perfect. So Loth's shield is down. Kill this trash and then beat on Loth. Narcissist, go up and take out that stuff. Anna is drawing down the artifact orb. Do not go to the south. Do not aggro the stuff in the south. Just go to Loth and beat on Loth. Ranged players can hang out in the back by Anna, and when trash mobs spawn back here, you can beat those down. Melees can stay on Loth. Thank you for clearing the top platform. Ooh, Bell, good morning and welcome. Yeah. Okay, Loth has been beat down. Now you can go to the south and kill everything there. Anna's still drawing down the artifact orb. We beat Loth down so fast that Anna's not even done. Okay, the orb is drawn down, so now we just need to get Anna out. A bunch of spiders spawned at the orb. Okay, so now I'm taking Anna up. Everybody else just stay at that platform and kill portal keepers. Anna is not following me very cooperatively. There's mobs up top here, so if somebody could come up here and help me beat them down, I have crap DPS. Okay, and now you can go back down and kill portal keepers. I'm just going to run Anna against the barrier so that as soon as it gets down, when there's no portal keepers left in the zone, this barrier will disappear and we'll be able to take Anna out. She's being a lot more cooperative today than she was on Monday. Okay. We're good to go. Anna's out. Everybody up and just go through the portal. We are done. Good job, everybody. If you have any questions about any part of this raid, let me know. Otherwise, you can watch a little, kind of like a little movie dialogue between Anna and Loth. Audio, DM narration, DM audio. Let's have it on for the teaching raid. You cannot fall off this bridge.
Wait, something's wrong.
So don't worry.
It can't be.
Pitiful mortals! I am Loth. There is no plane that you can run to, no depth of toil you can...
That's it. Of course. She's out of her element here. I'm not sure how I know, but I have a feeling that I can actually hurt her now. There's only one way to find out.
You haven't run away. That was a mistake. The lovely thing about mortals is their... mortality.
Ah! Oh!
So much for your great hope. A remnant of a dead god crushed. My power is a raging river. Hers was but a trickle. Did you really believe that... What's this?
That was your last mistake. This is about to become a deluge! How does it feel? That's pain. Real pain. The kind you make mortals feel.
Oh, does she say loth instead of loth?
You trifling flea. I've been reckless. I should have consumed you when I had...
Just need to concentrate. A little harder. There!
Unworthy mortal. How did you come to hold so much power? Enjoy it while you can, for one day I will become the new mistress
Yeah, I don't
of
like it
magic,
either, Bertle.
the new goddess of the weave. And on that day, you will bow down to me, along with all the rest.
By the way, this raid
did
never
it.
locks.
We did it! We defeated Lolth.
So we could actually pull people in
Every
right
step
now
of the
to
way
loot.
you've been there,
And they
helping
could
me,
still get the raid chests.
showing me what I can be.
Words truly spoken. We stand here, a company of heroes and protectors of our realm. For few who walk the plains can say they fought a god. Fought and survived as I knew you would. Though perhaps not defeated. She has pulled one leg back, yes, but 7 more work mischief in the world.
So back in the day, what we would do is a lot of times people would bring their strongest characters to the raid.
It is right to celebrate great deeds. And great deeds ye have done. To the heroes come their just rewards.
People would bring their strongest character, and then once we got to this part, then they'd switch. And we just wouldn't click completion, you know, until they got back. Alright, so we're just going to talk to Anna. And we get maximum chests. We got 6 chests. Good job, everybody. Help yourself. Anybody here need commendations of heroism? D33 for Celestia. Does anybody here need commendations of heroism? Okay, Dragon and Willow. Dragon, I'm putting one in the second chest from the left. And Willow, there's going to be one for you in the chest all the way to the left. Thank you, High Lord, so much for coming out and helping out. The turn-in for this is Elminster by Chain 3.